Hey folks, Matthew Boxler here, just on for what's required to have what you desire. This is number 5, and that was my thumb. There we go. What's required to have what you desire? And there we go. Thank goodness. The last couple nights we were shooting and there was something wrong with my app, so we've got some people on. Welcome, folks. So basically what this entire 5 episodes has been about is about Dain Heers, Dr. Dain Heers' 5 elements to create from. And what it really does is gives you these 5 points of demand, question, possibilities, choice, and contribution to actually create your life energetically, so it can start actually actualizing from the space actually in your reality. But the people that you associate with, you know, all these ultra creative humanoids, they have this larger awareness of energy that a lot of the people we know don't usually they don't acknowledge it. And if you acknowledge it, these tools can rock out your world and create whatever you're asking for with great ease. So I'm going to do a quick review on the first 4 that we looked at over the last 4 days, on the last 4 FB Lives. And then we're going to get to contribution, which is my favorite one, number 5. So the first piece, demand. Demand is the energy that we often think is being targeted or sent towards us, but really what it comes down to is an energetic manipulator from the point of view of being an energetic person that can manipulate energy and create things with it. What you have to look at is the question of, are you willing to be in demand of yourself to create whatever it is you're asking for? Because most of us, what happens is we'll have the demand out there for, oh, hi Alex, how are you? Kim's on, yay, we got some people on. If you're willing to be in demand of yourself to be the energy that you're actually asking to show up in your world, that's when it happens. And the reason that happens is because you are the universe. And it's so easy to forget and think that the universe is something outside of us and separate ourselves from it. But if you acknowledge you're the universe, that's that's the key to put into the lock to unlock what you're asking for. Because when you and the universe come together, then all you have to do is be what you desire and it'll show up around you. Second one, question. So once you find out what this energy, this logistic, this thing you'd like to add to your life is, ask a question. Question is the language of the universe. As humans and humanoids, answer's pretty much been, the language of this place. And answer's cool. If you find the right answer, it'll give you one possibility and you're stuck with it, and there you go. Hey, Harleen. And Kim, good to see you both. But if you're in question, you can have a myriad of possibilities show up for you every time you ask it. So get your demand on what you want to have. Ask a question. What would it take for this to show up in my life with ease, for instance? Next piece, and you can mix these up a bit if you'd like. Sometimes they don't all fall in the same order. The next piece is possibilities. So if you are, if you go ahead and you ask your question, what's it going to take for this to show up? Possibilities, doorways, windows will immediately open up for you. Often it'll just show up as a thought flitting through your mind as soon as you ask a question, or someone from the past that maybe they text you or they ping you and say hi. So pay attention to these things as they happen, because there's a definite magic to all this. And then your next piece is acknowledge all these possibilities that are showing up and choose one, or choose a couple. If you're really daring, choose a couple and see what happens. Any of them that light you up and they're just the energy that lights you up and makes you come alive. And as you choose them, that actualizes the universe, and the universe goes, oh, you're choosing this, great, I'm going to start flowing you some pathways to these possibilities. And then my favorite part, contribution. Contribution is in part something called energy flows, energy pulls, and just being in the space where you're pulling energy into what it is you're asking for, so you can start receiving it. Because in this world, 99% of us were taught not to receive. An example would be, we were taught to figure it out, put it in a box, close the box, and make it our own. That is the definition of not receiving. Let's grab some energy and contain it and make sure it's yours. Dr. Karen, woohoo! Good to see you. Now, when you're doing an energy pull, you're getting rid of the box. You're putting the energy of your demand that you want out there, the things you desire to have in your life, and you are pulling energy from all parts of the universe into this. So let's start right there, and we'll start with an energy pull. So acknowledge the energy in front of you, in front of your body, and can you just find one or two things that you're desiring to have more of in your life, or maybe these are new things, and put them into the bubble, the energy in front of you, and let's start pulling some energy from all places in the universe. All the places you know, you don't know, places on the earth, people you know and you don't know, and allow that energy to start pulling into that space. This is your creation. You're fueling these things that you're asking for. And as you start pulling that energy in, can you allow your body to be included too? Allow your body to start receiving the energy. Allow your future creations to start pulling energy through you. Allowing your body to soften and open and participate, and turn the light back on. There we go. And where was I? I'm so ADD right now. This is good. There's so much energy moving in my world. It's like sometimes my brain just goes and it's gone, which is cool. That's actually, that's the high side positive of being super creative. So if it's happening for you, acknowledge that too. It's not a wrongness. And now if you can allow the energy to start trickling back out, kind of like the energy comes into your creation, and then allow it to trickle back out to all the places and spaces and faces out there who could be, contributors to you. As you're pulling energy from them, you want to let them know and go, hey, hi, tapping them on the shoulder with just a little bit of energy, a trickle, a tickle. There we go. And can you acknowledge, is there like any resistance as you're starting to pull energy in? And if you acknowledge that, it could be going a little bit smoother, here's the question to ask. Am I using any barriers here that I could lower? Because barriers are thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and energetic constructs. And if you lower all those barriers, how much more energy is going to pour into your world? Heaps, right? Okay, so on 3, all the barriers you're aware of, and no, you don't have to label them. Can we lower them on 3? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Just like rolling down the car window, it's that easy. You don't need, you don't need a certificate or anything to do this. You just ask for it and it shows up. And any others that are beyond that, can you lower those on 3? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you may notice some sensorial changes in your body, getting more feedback from it. And that's because you're starting to receive more energy through your body, which is how cool is that too? The other pieces around contribution and doing the energy pulls is, would you be willing to start receiving energy from everyone in your universe, in your world, in your day? lower all the barriers when you see them, and just let it come in, and know that it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to fill you full of yuck. This is a possibility for you to actually receive the energy of everyone else. Dana says she thought she needed a certificate. You know what, Dana? If you give me some money, I will write you a certificate. I'm totally game with that. I mean, just PM me, okay? As you start to receive energy from everyone, you can just allow it to move through your body instead of capture it in your body. And the reason why many energetic workers try to shield up or put themselves in the golden bubble of safeness or whatever it is because they don't know that they don't have to do that. And if you allowed all the barriers to go, then these energies will come into your world. You'll get awarenesses from them. And also, they'll just, they'll skate right through your space instead of sticking in your space. So, keeping all your defenses down. There we go. And now we're going to do a 1, 2, 3. Short and sweet. This is how Gary Douglas of Access Consciousness created his entire business starting 25 years ago, and now it's a ginormous business. So just gather the energy of contribution in your hands. It doesn't have to be anything particular. You'll notice your hands may start to come alive and start to push each other apart, and as you get that energy, gather it all up, expand out at least 100 miles, let's say, with your awareness. And let's contribute all the energy between your hands to your future creations on 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, and now let's all say hi. Hi to all our creations, all of our asks, all of our demands. And ask, demands, and creations, can you let me know when you need more energy or if something starts to change? Because they are truly a creation. They're like having a kid, except you don't get the 18-year certificate with them. They kind of, you get to choose on that one. So thanks, everybody. That's number 5. I'll be reposting all of these 5 so you can go through them and use them to create your own stuff if you'd like, on my Facebook like page and on my YouTube page. So if you want to know more, hit those pages. I hope this creates heaps for you guys. Love you all. Use it right away, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.